What's up, Jess Cat Eye Squad? So are you wondering what is Howlin Rays? Howlin Rays was started by Johnny Rayzone, who had a little food truck. And his chicken sandwiches were so famous that now he has a restaurant over in Chinatown. And that's in California. And this chicken restaurant of his is so famous, and people come from all over to eat one of those sandwiches, and the lines are really huge to eat there. And we've attempted to go there about 2 or 3 times, but we never made it in. From open to close, it says anytime. The lines can take 30 to 45 minutes just to get one of their delicious chicken sandwiches. I say delicious because there's gotta be a reason why people stand online that long just to get one, so it must be amazing. A big fan of the chicken sandwiches over there is Post Malone, and right now they have a special sandwich that we read about on the internet called the Ghost Malone. So it's like the standard Howlin' Rays chicken sandwich called the Sando, but they add ghost pepper jack cheese, and that's what we're going to try to make today. So we're going to try to make the homemade one, the coleslaw, the special sauce, the crunchy chicken, and we already got the pickles, and we have that ghost pepper jack cheese that was hard to find, but we found it and we got some. I have some chicken tenderloins here. I didn't have any chicken breasts, I just have these tenderloins. I'm taking away that like thick white part. I think that might be like a vein. Some of the pieces have it and some of them don't, so I'm taking them off of any of my chicken that has it. Now I'm adding some buttermilk to tenderize the chicken and make it super soft and moist so it doesn't dry out during the frying process. And you can also marinate your chicken overnight in buttermilk for even more tender, juicy chicken. And now I'm just going to put this in the refrigerator for later. Time to work on the buns. We're going to need 2.5 cups of flour, 2 spoons or a whole pack of some yeast, dry active yeast, a teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of some baking powder, and just mix up your dry ingredients. 2.5 teaspoons of some oil, and I have my little helper here, my 3-year-old. She's helping me mix up everything. She always likes to watch me cook. And now I measured out 1 cup of water, and I heated it up for a minute in the microwave, and I'm dissolving 2 teaspoons of some sugar. Now I'm going to crack this egg and use just the egg white only. Time to mix in the warm water and just give it a little stir to incorporate all the ingredients before we knead the dough. Now you want to knead the dough for 5 minutes. Make sure everything is super incorporated, and this dough will become nice and soft. It will be the perfect dough for making buns. Now just let your dough rise for half an hour on an oiled pan or plate. Time to work on the coleslaw. So I have some shredded lettuce already from the store, but I want to give it some color, so I'm adding a shredded carrot. So I'm using about a cup and a half of mayonnaise. One tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. You can also just use regular vinegar, any type of vinegar you have. One whole lemon squeezed. Make sure to take out any seeds. Adding a teaspoon of some salt, a teaspoon of pepper, and half a teaspoon of some cayenne. And then I'm just going to stir this all up and refrigerate it. Now it's time to separate this dough into equal parts to make hamburger bun shapes. When you're rolling it, I think it's good to try to make the top very smooth so there's no cracks. Just try to roll it really good and pinch the seams together and then roll it again. This way you get a really nice even ball. Now just set those buns somewhere for another half hour so they can double in size. I usually like to let my dough rest on a tray inside the oven, and that's how they look. I'm putting some oil in my pan, and they're going to bake for 15 minutes at 350 degrees. So make sure your oven is preheated so it's nice and hot when they first go in. And I took some egg white here and I'm brushing the tops of the bun with a little egg white, and then I'm going to put a few sesame seeds. Save your leftover egg whites because you're going to use it later for your chicken. Alright, here they are. They look amazing. They're nice and shiny on top, and I love the shape, and they came out so smooth. Now it's time to make that special sauce. I'm putting half a cup of mayonnaise, and I'm also going to put a 1/4 cup of ketchup. I know the sauce is going to sound a little weird, but it does taste good after. 1/4 of a teaspoon of some teriyaki sauce or soy sauce. And I'm putting half of a teaspoon of pepper and half of a teaspoon of garlic salt. Not garlic powder, it has to be garlic salt. And give it a good stir. And I'm gonna add a little pinch of some cayenne because I just love that little spice. When you're all done, just wrap it up and put it in the fridge with the coleslaw. Now it's time to work on breading the chicken. I'm going to put 2 eggs and any of the eggs from earlier. Mix it all up. Now I'm going to put 1.5 cups of flour, a heaping teaspoon of some paprika, some pepper, you can add more or less, and salt, a little cayenne of course. I think I put cayenne in everything, and about a 1/4 teaspoon of some baking powder. We're going to double dip these chicken tenders this way they're extra crunchy. And on this plate I'm putting just plain panko crumbs. So I have the eggs, I got my flour batter, and then I got the panko crumbs right there. And here's the chicken about an hour later. Hopefully it'll be nice and juicy. So you want to give that chicken a really good coating of that seasoned flour. Next, dip all of the flour chicken one by one into the egg mixture and then give it a good coating with the panko crumbs. Here's how they look. They look like they're going to be extra crunchy. I hope they come out great. I'm using my cast iron pan with a good amount of oil, and I'm going to fry each side for about 2.5 minutes on each side. And I just got these super long chopsticks because I always hate when oil splatters on my arm, so these will help me out a lot. I'm just going to put them in the strainer so any extra oil can strip off. Hey, thanks a lot for coming this far into the video. So now it's time to assemble these delicious chicken sandwiches, or what you call the ghost Malone. So there it is. I have the coleslaw. You can see there's like a little excess right there of like the little mayo. You can drain your coleslaw if you like to, or you can just leave it and mix it up. We got this special sauce. We got our super crunchy chicken here. Look at all that crunchy chicken. And we got our delicious buns here, and we're going to cut these in half and toast them with a little butter. Toasting these things. You can also do mayo instead of butter. That will make it nice and crunchy. Now I'm going to slice up this ghost pepper jack cheese. I have my oven on to 375 degrees. I'm going to arrange some of the ghost pepper jack cheese on these buns, and I'm also going to toss on a few pieces of chicken in case they lost some heat. Right, this is the moment that I've been waiting for to assemble the sandwiches. So I got the melted cheese there. I'm going to top it with 2 pieces of chicken each, because in the picture it looks like it's a really good serving size of chicken on their sandwich. And 2 pickle slices each. I tried to shake off the extra pickle juice so it wouldn't get the chicken soggy. Time to pile on that coleslaw. In the picture, it looks like the sauce is on the top part of the bun, so I'm putting a good amount of that on there and topping these sandwiches off. So this is it. It's all done. We got the bun at the bottom, toasted with the pepper jack cheese. You got the crunchy chicken, 2 pickles, a pile of the coleslaw, the delicious sauce with a toasted top bun, and here comes my taste tester to try the Ghost Malone's. There you go. Which one are you going to pick?
I don't even know how I'm going to take a bite of this.
Came out great, honey? Really great? Yay, my son liked it. Woo!
That's actually so good.
It's really good? Yay!
I'd rather have this over like McDonald's or something.
Whoa, that's great. That's a really big compliment because you like McDonald's. And how about the KFC chicken sandwich? You even like it a little better than the KFC sandwich? For real? Oh my goodness, this is a secret recipe. Because if my son likes this more than the KFC and a chicken sandwich at McDonald's, this is good then.
This is probably the best recipe you've ever done on your channel.
I'm going to make this again for you then, okay? Well, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. So look how big these sandwiches are. Can you see? It's like as big, half the size of my head. It's quite messy and delicious. So now you can try to make this at home. And there's a lot of coleslaw left over too, so you can even like put your leftovers in the fridge and heat them up the next day. And if anything from this video, those buns also taste really amazing.
You can eat the bun by itself.
I would let my daughters do a taste test, but they don't like coleslaw or pickles or their chicken on their bread. They like it just like red or chicken only. Thanks for watching, everybody.